It isn't easy finding the location of these grassroots Tea Party rallies. I usually hear about them word of mouth just a couple of days before, or maybe I'll get an email from a friend. When I talk to people at the rallies, I hear a lot of complaints that the news media either distorts their coverage or just ignores them completely. But the local paper that I read every day was anxious to show up at the rally, and they wrote a very positive story. They just needed to be told when and where this event was happening.
Okay, thanks, Yvonne.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, let's go back to Patty Ann Brown, who is watching a couple things for me. You're watching the Twitter. You're watching the blog site. What else are you?
Honk for freedom! Honk for your freedom!
Somehow this energy needs to be directed towards something more productive than just waving signs. Have you been going to many of these protests?
Everyone.
All right. Well, how do you find out about it?
Go online.
Well, online where? It's not like they have Protest Are Us, right?
Well, at every protest, or at the Tea Party Express this week in Troy, everybody was handing out different. This is how we found out about this one.
All right.
A guy was there handing out flyers.
All right. That's the dilemma with a grassroots type.
Right.
All right. Thanks.
Yes.
Excellent. How'd you find out about this today?
I was at the last. I was at the Tea Party Express in
Troy.
Troy.
Okay.
Yep.
So, have you been to many of these?
I went to the one in West Bloomfield on Orchard Lake Road. I went to Lansing twice.
The one in Bloomfield is the one where the Oakland Press says that it was an even split, right?
Well, that's because they were bussed in, and they all had their exact same little prepackaged little signs, and they were it was not even.
This does not look like a prepackaged sign.
No, I made this myself.
That's a sign to be proud of.
Yes, yes.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
That's good. Because we're kind of losing our focus, right? It's like we go to these rallies, and the number one issue is the healthcare stuff, like nothing else is happening, right?
Yeah.
But there's so many things happening. How many signs can you carry?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I got two-sided, you know.
That's true. We'll keep spinning it around.
Oh, you bet.
Looks good, thanks.
All right, thank you.
Last question. How'd you find out about this today?
Got an I went out to the Troy rally. And
I'm hearing that a lot today. Okay.
That little lady with the hat, the little Texan hat, she was passing on as you walk in.
All right.
For some reason, I'm not in the email. So I gave it to them today to make sure they get it right.
All right. But see, that's whose email? There's no one in charge.
No.
So you think you're in, but you're not.
No.
Because they're not coordinated. That's the definition of grassroots.
Yep.
Right?
That's absolutely right.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, it goes with the sign. Yeah. A theme. And a shirt. Then now my question is, how'd you find out about it?
We were at the Troy party.
All right. That's where I heard about it too, just from people talking in the crowd.
Yeah.
That's the thing about this grassroots stuff, that it can go by and you hear about it after the fact. Right? All right. I heard somebody talking over there in Washington D.C. They just saw on television that it's a huge crowd in Washington.
I wish we were there today.
Can't be everywhere.
I know.
But if you were in Washington, you wouldn't be here. This is true. And they have enough help in Washington, it sounds like.
Good, guys.
All right. Great looking family.
Yeah, I know.
USA.
USA.
And don't forget
I saw you for the first time at Somerset Mall. This guy walking around selling signs. And man, this is great. And you look at his website, he's selling online. His website is the place I go to try to see what's going on, because it's got a calendar. So, excellent. And going to school at the same time.
Yeah, trying to.
All right, good for you.
A lot of work.
6:30 p.m. at the
This is, we can give Obama credit for creating at least this job.
For your friends and other
need a shirt like that.
I got that years ago. Listen to Mark Scott.
Mark Scott. You know, going to these things and talking to people, you've been hearing Mark Scott's name over and over again.
Absolutely.
What would he think about it? Would he be proud, or would he say, "Oh, you big dummies, how did you let us get this far?"
Amen. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he would say about those that aren't here, they don't know and they don't know they don't know. Or they need an epistemological house cleaning.
You know, I'd forgotten these quotes, but you're right. That's perfect. That's great. Thanks.
Yeah.
Are you guys experienced?
No, first timers.
That's us right there. Long-time taxpayers, first-time protesters.
All right. What motivated you to all of a sudden? And the reason I'm asking that question is because just like me, I'd never done this in my life, never expected to. You start walking around and talking to people, and then you hear that over and over again.
The thing that got me going was the stimulus package, and he said there'd be no pork, and all the things that are on the stimulus package just got me so fired up that I looked into it more and more, and got more and more disgusted with the way that our government's going.
Excellent. And that's the other big thing is, when you see this reported, it's as if it's healthcare and nothing else. But that's only a small part of it.
Right. We have cap and trade to worry about.
Oh yeah, that hasn't gone away yet. It's almost fallen off the radar screen, you know?
Yeah, but it hasn't.
When it comes to true healthcare, there's nothing wrong with the healthcare in our country. We have the best healthcare in the world.
Oh, that's great time. We got to get that down here next year. Oh, that's good stuff.
We don't want to be trillions of dollars in debt.
And not only that, it's a scam.
It is. It's a complete scam. It really is. Look what's happening in the UK.
Thanks. Well, it's a great sign. Seeing a big variety of people here. It's the word of mouth. It's a miracle that this many people can get together with this loose net communication, and still they find out about it.
We don't exist. I put ads in Craigslist and MySpace and Twitter for this.
Excellent.
I told you the Daily was out. I got sick.
No, the Macomb Daily? That's good.
They came out, they did a story, and they took some pictures.